Well, good morning. It's Leza live on the radio, on the news, 103.5 FM KYCA on a wintry Thursday morning. Good morning, gentlemen.
Oh, hey.
Ho, ho.
Nice.
What did you think of the snow this morning?
I thought it was great.
Yeah, I'm sure Bella did too, your dog. Yeah.
Well, Jamie sent me pictures. As soon as it started snowing, she wanted out.
Yeah.
She's on the patio. She's not coming in.
Right.
Stuart, on the other hand, said, I'm going to stay on the couch.
Smart
so
old
we got
dog.
one inside and one outside, and they're both happy. So
that's good. Life is good.
Life is good for her.
Absolutely. I'm still waiting for a big snowfall for Bubba to appreciate snow for what it is.
Oh, yeah.
He's still in he's only seen a dusting a couple times. And he's like, what is this? He's kind of annoyed, but curious. And so hopefully we'll get some snow today and tomorrow so he can experience the joy that dogs experience in snow.
But what if he goes outside?
Yeah.
And the snow is so deep he disappears and you never find him again?
Right? I have a nice jacket for him. It's blue. So
well, that'll at least contrast with the snow.
That helps.
Yeah.
But
they're easy to find, Matt.
Yeah.
You just follow the trail, and when it stops, you
Yeah.
kind of
Dig down in there.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Bubba's basically a white puffball.
Yeah, he is.
And
He
it's
is.
white, fluffy snow.
But he's at least a foot tall now. So, I mean,
so
we need a lot of snow to lose Bubba.
We just can't get more than a foot.
Yeah.
Or he's gone.
Hey, you know what? I'm down for as much as we can get.
Absolutely.
And that's a great segue into the weather report for today. Are we going to see more? Because I noticed that it stopped. As quick as it started this morning, it stopped.
That is correct. Towards the end of the afternoon, we'll start picking up as it gets colder, and we have some more weather coming in from the West Coast. So we will get some more snow, a little bit more tonight. The real snow's coming above 6,500. That's, so you and I are not going to get that much. We got about a half an inch. I don't know what you've got.
Yeah, about a half an inch.
About a half an inch, and that's where we're going to be. I think tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or maybe depending on where the big hand hits.
Okay.
But either tonight or tomorrow morning, we should have some snow.
Really?
It'd
like
be
how
nice
much?
to wake up to 5-6 inches.
Yeah.
Get up early, shovel, get to work out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what I'm hoping for. So are they saying how much we're expecting?
Unfortunately not. We don't have, up to a couple inches. Well,
Okay.
a couple inches at the airport.
Right.
It could be 5 or 6 where you and I are.
Yes. Okay.
So, the main thing is we're getting moisture. It doesn't matter where we get it. The fact is we're getting some moisture, and that's going to really help
Yes.
right now. So the good news is it'll dry up towards the weekend, and then Monday, Tuesday, we got another storm coming.
Oh, boy, I didn't know
and
that.
that should be a bigger storm.
Holy
according to
smokes.
Mr. Cada.
I think Drew just made my day. You don't look
I'm
very
glad I
happy,
did
though.
something.
No.
Matt
I got
is
things to
stone
move.
face.
He's cooked.
I got things to move.
You
I
know-
don't need snow.
All you got to do is just rent a trailer that's covered, and you're good to go. I had a white couch delivered during one of the biggest snowstorms ever. It's been in the past 5 years. Okay. So there was a ton of snow and this white couch came in and they're like, we can't get to your house. So they had to drop it off at the secondhand man. You know where that is?
Oh, yeah.
And I went and I rented a U-Haul and I went over and they helped me load it up. I'm like, if there's a will, there's a way, baby. And got that white couch indoors without incident.
Yeah, but I don't have Leza Live money to
No,
rent these fancy trucks.
I don't think I think I had it less than an hour. I don't even think they charged me.
Wow.
Yeah, $19 maybe. $19, you can afford that. I will cover your.
That's a movie.
That's true anymore, right?
Yeah.
We need to regress. Okay.
Okay.
Think about when you were at ASU and somebody was moving out of the dorms.
Right. You just
What
call
did
your
you
friends.
do? You went and got a case of beer. You told everybody you needed help, and they all came and helped you move.
Right.
And they drank all your beer and they left.
Exactly.
There's your answer, Matt.
Yeah, and I've been standing by to help for a month now.
I tried.
I can't help you in the snow, though.
See? There you go. There's the answer.
I'll help you in the snow.
All right, I got Drew
Scott
then.
Daniels will help you in the snow, too.
Well,
know.
I just remember being evicted a couple times in college.
Oh,
and I was
really?
on the second floor, and it was a lot quicker to throw the couch out
The window.
the patio window than it was to go down the stairs.
That's funny. That's funny.
I got moved though.
Yeah.
The hardest part was finding somewhere to go.
Why'd you get evicted? Or do I not want to know?
It was my roommate.
Oh, of course. It's always the roommate.
Sure.
I was at work. I was at work, and you don't start partying at 10 o'clock in the morning if you don't have to go to your shift that morning, especially when the maintenance guy lives next door.
Right. Oh,
So he was,
okay.
you know,
All right.
what is now a legal substance at 10 o'clock in the morning. And
He got wild on
He
the
called.
legal substance?
he was getting a little high. Yeah, at 10 o'clock in the morning.
I thought that made you quiet and calm
Right.
and hungry.
It did. Yeah. Maybe he was hungry for lunch. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well,
But-
anyway, shifting
Yeah,
gears.
that was fun.
We have to talk about what we gave up for Lent yesterday, and it only lasted for minutes. Yesterday we agreed.
Minutes, yeah.
We agreed to give up toilet talk.
Oh, no.
Oh, am I not plugged in?
No, you're plugged in.
Okay, well, anyway, the sound effects, I don't know.
I'm
Maybe
sure our listeners know what
yeah,
we were
yeah,
going to do.
I'm trying to play a sound effect. But anyway, we were trying to give up toilet talk on this show for 40 days for Lent. And then we had Dog Tree Pine Senior Dog Sanctuary in, and they quickly started talking. When you talk dogs, you got to talk number 2. And, they said all the words except for the S word. And, so we lost it within minutes.
Blew it.
Yeah, blew it. We blew it within minutes. So I just wanted to bring that up because we were going to bring it up yesterday when Cindy was talking about it. And I'm like, no, don't bring it up. This is a good story. We do not need to get off track.
Oh, I was going to get off
But I
track,
made notes to
but I
talk about it
stopped.
today. Yeah. So anyhow, that
I
happened
behaved.
yesterday. Coming up tonight, don't forget it's the 100 Men Who Care. Their big event over there at Founding Fathers. It's going to be a ton of fun. They're firing up the grill, and it's all for a good cause. 3 different nonprofits will be featured, and all you have to do, you don't have to do anything but show up with $100 and watch your $100 grow into thousands. And to better our community. It's really a great deal. And so if you're interested, show up with your $100 and be part of it.
I have to say, I'm glad my friends listen because I'm already getting texts.
You are? About
They're saying beer isn't enough.
Beer is
need a good bottle of tequila.
Oh, and maybe some pizza too.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if tequila goes with pizza. Tacos and tequila.
Everything goes with pizza.
I don't know. Tequila and pizza doesn't.
I didn't think you had such a refined palate.
Beer
Matt
and pizza.
Hinshaw.
Beer and pizza is where it's at.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. If there was
My
only
palate-
tequila and only pizza, I don't think people would turn it down.
My palate is refined, Mr. McRib.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't know why you're.
I mean, if it's free, I'm not going to say no to anything.
Well, you're buying it. It's not free.
This is getting worse and worse by the minute.
So, you're speaking of spending money. You going to the movies tonight?
Of course.
Yes, because you're going to review what movie for tomorrow? Mickey 17.
Yeah, Mickey 17.
I've
Leza
only asked him
remembered.
7 times. Yes, Mickey 17. What's this
She-
about?
You wrote it on your hand.
I did. Yeah, so I
So
wouldn't forget.
it is written and directed, I'm pretty sure, by the same guy that did Parasite.
Oh, which was such a good movie. Did you see that movie, Drew?
No, I didn't.
It won Best Picture
It did.
years ago, and it's worth watching.
3 years ago, I think.
Was it 3?
3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah.
It wasn't too
It
long
took
ago.
everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
And shocker. Came out of nowhere.
Right.
And anyways, so Warner Brothers is behind him doing this movie starring Robert Pattinson. It's sci-fi. They're exploring this new planet, and one of the new careers in the future is what's known as an expendable. And you are a person that basically does extremely dangerous jobs, and if you die, they print a new one of you, and
Oh
you
my
go
gosh.
and continue.
Okay.
So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, you're excited about
I
this
think
one.
this could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love my sci-fi movies.
I know you
so-
do. Okay, well,
Yeah.
we will review that movie tomorrow morning on Leza Live, along with Ma Henshaw. Barry Barb will be in tomorrow, and hopefully he'll feature another one of his items from the menu of Shirley's Urban Eats that will be open in the next few months here in Prescott.
I hope so too. The chicken was incredible.
Incredible.
Very good.
Absolutely. All right, so today is Alamo Day. This was the day in 1836 when the famous Battle of the Alamo ended with Mexican troops overrunning the mission and taking back control of the town. 47 days later, Sam Houston's troops fired back with cries of, "Remember the Alamo!" it worked, and that land became Texas. So today's a day to remember the Alamo. And you can say it just like I did, because that's really what's preferred.
Have you been there?
I have not. Have you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Drew?
Drew, yes.
Drew's been everywhere.
I know.
He is Droogle.
Yep, he's Droogle.
Well, you know, when you cover the United States as a sales guy, you end up getting everywhere.
Right.
And that's one of the things that you do. But the Alamo's kind of neat.
Yeah.
You can look in the wall and still see where the bullet holes are.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
Yeah, it's kind of, and there's a lot of history there. And
Sure.
if you're into history,
Right.
it's a very good trip.
Have you been to Tombstone here in
Yes, I
Arizona? When we were in Tucson last weekend, we're like, should we go to Tombstone? Should we not? Should we go to Tombstone? And we didn't.
Yeah.
You've never been?
I've never been.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That's my stomping grounds.
Yeah, but really, it's something you have to see?
You have to see it at least once
Well,
because
it
of
was
the
so
history.
Yeah, it was so windy that we wouldn't have been able to get out of the car. I mean, it was a dust bowl in Tucson
yeah.
last weekend
And you know, Ma Hinshaw goes there every Friday.
for fun, huh?
No, for dinner.
Oh, does
One
she
of
really?
their favorite restaurants is the Longhorn.
And they go every Friday.
Every Friday.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Every Friday.
Man.
It's only
Longhorn's been there forever.
Yep.
Okay,
It's
and
only-
it's a steak place, I'm assuming.
steak and American food, anything kind of stuff. My
Okay.
mom likes getting her drinks.
Yeah.
And usually she gets like lobster bisque, and she says the
Fantastic.
best. But yeah, so what's cool about Tombstone, if you go very much like the Alamo, if you go in any of some of the buildings where there were shootouts, there are bullet holes still from the 1800s
Oh, I'm sure.
with the bullets in them.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
there's some
Yep.
really cool stuff. So.
When I was in Europe, we saw bullet holes everywhere, and from further back.
Further back,
Yeah, I
wow.
mean, yeah. So it's interesting. Today is also National Dentist's Day. How about some dentist fun facts? Dentistry's been around for 5,000 years. Ancient Egyptians used rocks instead of drills, and they didn't have Novocaine. Boy, that sounds like a good time.
Things haven't changed much.
But they
then.
didn't eat a lot of sugar, and they didn't have a lot of acid buildup. I'm pretty sure.
Who
They
knows?
ate meat and plants. The hardest substance in the human body is tooth enamel, which can be broken down, as we all know, from our endorsement with Pro Solutions Dental Group by acid and bacteria.
Sure.
Brush and swish. Over a lifetime, the average American will spend 38 and a half days just brushing their teeth. That doesn't seem like long enough. 38 and a half days over your lifetime?
I'm down to like 6.
That's one thing you cut
Maybe
back on,
7.
huh? To save
Yeah,
time?
it's saving
yeah,
time.
Yeah, it's like, I got to cut somewhere. I'm
I
going to
do.
cut with brushing.
Yep.
You're so funny.
Teeth are overrated.
It's National Dress Day because sometimes you just don't want to wear pants. I'm just saying.
Well, I won't touch that one.
And it's also National Frozen Food Day. You love the frozen food. I know.
Of course. I love
know.
Drew shaking his head at my
Yeah.
little joke about not wearing pants.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean I'm going to wear a dress. I just don't like pants.
right. Right.
I thought you were regarding my shorts that I normally wear.
I know. Do you have
Yeah.
shorts on today since it's
no,
so cold
it
out?
was getting a little cold, and I
Yeah.
didn't want,
Yeah.
the metal in my leg. I just
Oh,
didn't
I
want to deal with
bet.
that.
I bet it aches,
Yeah,
huh?
when it gets cold, it is
Yeah.
extremely painful.
I bet.
Oof.
How you doing today? You all right?
Yeah,
Okay.
again, you do. I've been living with this for a while, so
Yeah.
you just know, hey, if it's cold,
Yeah.
wear pants.
Yeah.
Put
Okay.
put a little extra on, and you're fine.
See?
I'm
See?
just jealous. He's like part Terminator, part Google. I mean, he's
He's
Drew's
the
got
man.
a lot going on.
Drew
I'm
is the man.
jealous.
Yeah.
You truly need to aim higher.
So back to what I was saying. It's
Yeah,
Frozen
sorry.
Food Day. You love the frozen foods.
I do.
Yeah,
Yes.
41 years ago today, President Reagan declared March 6th Frozen Food Day and called upon all Americans to observe it with appropriate ceremonies and activities. That seriously is a quote from Ronald Reagan. Isn't that funny? So be a patriot today and enjoy a frozen burrito.
I'm gonna
Okay?
go get myself a Hungry Man.
There you go. A hungry man. Yes. There are a lot of things you should never put in the freezer, though. A lot of foods. You want to hear the top 5? There's 10 here, but I don't think we have time for all 10.
I'm betting I do at least all 5.
Okay, you think?
Yeah.
Well, it says fried foods. They'll end up soggy and gross. I'm thinking fried
No.
foods after they've been fried.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, that
you don't
gets-
do
that
that.
gets
You can
chucked.
put the fried foods in there before they get fried.
Yes.
Which I'm sure you have plenty of.
Well,
huh?
that's how you stick in the air fryer.
There you go. There you go. Eggs in the shell.
Yeah, I've never done that one
No,
either.
no, because it'll freeze and the
It'll break.
shell will
Yeah.
expand.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then you have scrambled eggs. You can freeze them if you take them out of the shell and whisk it.
biscuit.
Yeah, then you
Whiskey
can freeze
good.
it. Yeah, so if your eggs are going to, expire, by all means, do not throw them out.
The more you know.
It's like throwing money away. Well, I'm just
Especially
saying.
right now.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I think it's a great
It's
tip.
great tip. Raw potatoes, don't do it. Cooked potatoes will freeze well. Those frozen hash browns that are
French
in
fries.
yeah.
Yeah.
But not raw ones. They'll just get brown and soggy. Cooked pasta gets gummy and mushy.
I have frozen pasta.
You have,
yeah.
and you've eaten it
Yeah,
gummy and mushy.
I'm not
Tastes the same. It's
not
just a little
picky.
different
Yeah.
texture, right? And milk, it separates when thawed.
Yeah.
I have frozen milk before.
Yeah. Okay.
Not on purpose.
Okay.
Well, I like my milk like really cold.
Oh, so you stuck it in
and
there
I
to
stuck
eat
it in
with
the
your
freezer
Oreos?
and I forgot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it
well,
was
that's a great
frozen.
segue right there because it's also National Oreo Cookie Day.
Yeah, there we
I
go.
almost skipped by that one.
It's
I
very
had
important
Oreos
day.
last night.
You did. What flavor?
What flavors?
The original?
Of course.
Oh, well, there's so many different flavors now.
Well, that's just not for the hardcores.
Right. A double stuffed or just
No,
normal?
they were.
They were
actually
double
at the restaurant.
stuffed. Oh.
We did whatever and wherever
Wherever Wednesday, yeah.
and we ended up going to the WZ buffet.
Okay. And they had Oreos at WZ?
They had at least 20 different desserts there,
Really?
and they had cookies. And I went there, and there was a thing of Oreos. I mean,
Like how many Oreos and how much?
there was probably a platter that was 2 foot by a foot, all stacked up.
Oh, because it's a buffet. Gotcha.
And then they
Gotcha.
had
I thought they
cakes
delivered you
and,
Oreos.
ice cream. I mean, they had.
Okay.
If you haven't been to that buffet, it's
No.
really
I'm
impressive.
not a fan of buffets.
Oh,
You know what? I
How
wasn't
dare you.
either, and
Yeah.
neither's Jamie.
Yeah,
This
but you
one was
enjoyed
really
it.
Good.
Yeah,
Oh.
Scott's a big fan.
I'll give you a tip. Go on Sundays.
Yeah.
Sundays
pull
when
out
they
all the
really
stops.
roll out the seafood and
Yeah.
stuff. Oh,
Okay.
They
Yeah,
had
we need to get
crab,
them as a
They had
sponsor.
shrimp. They had 3 different shrimps, crabs.
Wow.
Clam. I mean, you name it. If you're into seafood, it was there.
Okay.
And it was good.
All right.
And it was packed.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good to know. Good to know. People are still enjoying the buffet.
you have to sneak in your own bourbon though.
They had bourbon chicken.
It's not the same, Drew.
The more you know, the more you know. All right, let's move on because it's Theatre Thursday, and we have Liz from the Elks Theatre coming in to tell us about all the fun things they have planned at the Elks Theatre for the month of March. And it's a jam-packed schedule. I don't know how she finds time to come in. So stick around for Liz.
She gets
Here.
up early and works late.
Yes, she does on Leza Live. Right now, your health isn't one size fits all, ladies. And at Prescott Women's Clinic, they get that. With personalized care tailored to your needs, whether it's routine screenings, family planning, or menopause management, their expert providers are here to listen, support, and guide you because your health deserves specialized care. And at Prescott Women's Clinic, that's exactly what you get. Give them a call. Their number, 928-778-4300, or you can visit them online at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA. It is Theater Thursday.
It is indeed.
And we have Liz Rogers from the Elks Performing Arts Center in this morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm not sure I agree with you on the whole I want a lot of snow thing.
Really?
I'm a fan of the snow that falls after you go to bed and it's gone by the time you wake up.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, are you a fan of wildfire?
I am not.
Okay.
I know we need the moisture. I just don't want to drive in the snow.
No, I know.
Can it be on days I have off?
There you go.
I'm
talk.
willing to compromise.
We could talk about that. Negotiation.
Absolutely.
Possible.
I would say on the nights we don't have shows, but that's going to be a challenge.
Right? Because you have shows every night, it looks like.
Not every night.
pretty
Again,
close.
we can compromise.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Plus, you guys are on Elks Hill, which gets very slippery.
Yes, it goes from Elks Hill to Elks Mountain
Yes.
when it's icy.
Exactly. They close it. They don't even think about it. They just close it down, which I'm sure makes it difficult for you. But, I'm thinking
we
of the
really
masses
try
here.
not to cancel a show unless
Yeah.
we have to, but the safety of our patrons and our performers and our volunteers, that's got to come first.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So, with all that being said, what's going on?
Well, this weekend, we have got quite a few different things to pick from.
Okay.
Friday night in the Crystal Hall, we will have our second show in our Jazz Journey series. This is a six concert series that's led by Mike Vax and the Prescott Jazz Summit All-Stars. This one will feature female jazz performers with
Oh.
a guest trumpet player.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is on.
That's on Friday
Friday
night.
night.
Then Saturday night, Prescott Improv Collective. And you know how I feel about that group.
You love them.
I
and we do too.
I do. It's a great show. If you've ever seen the TV show Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah.
It's like that, but lower budget and fewer commercials.
I love it. Drew was going to say something about the improv.
I enjoy improv.
Yes.
I because you really don't know what you're going to get,
Right.
and
We don't.
it makes it more spontaneous.
Exactly. That's the word.
And
it is spontaneous.
The show can never be created a second time
No.
because it's completely based on the audience. And it's interesting where the Prescott minds do go sometimes.
Yes. Would you and Matt like to give us an example of some improv?
I don't know how to improv.
You
What are
don't?
you talking about?
The thing is that one of the things that we teach improv performers is
Sure.
that you use it every day.
We do, just in
Because
casual conversation.
Somebody's going to ask
I
you
do
a
it
question
every day
you
on the
don't have a
show.
prepared answer for, and you
Yes.
got to come up with something.
Yeah, give it a shot.
So if you've got a house for sale
Okay.
and you know that something nefarious went down, but you don't know what it is, you got to be able to answer a question honestly and accurately.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed to disclose certain things.
Matt would go, something nefarious went down here. I'm not sure what it was, but it did.
No, I'd just be honest. Be like, yeah, there was a murder. It's fine.
Well, she said you don't know what it is.
Oh, I don't know what it was?
Well, that's what improv is. You make that up.
Well, it was
See,
a murder.
there you go.
Okay, that was fun. Let's move on.
Sorry, I'm terrible.
Well, come to
Well,
the
I was
show
trying
and
to
we'll
think.
teach you how.
That's right.
well,
There you go.
That's right. It might help you with your social situations.
my social
in life.
situations, my
Yeah.
awkwardness.
Yeah, it might.
Actually, you'd be surprised. Improv comics are some of the most awkward people I've ever met.
But they're the most fun to talk to.
Exactly,
Yes.
because they'll say anything.
Right.
And
right.
that's what we build off of.
Yes.
And it's a matter of taking that. And so we would take that situation
And then build on
and
it.
make the most awful, nefarious situation we could possibly think of.
Sure.
Although the news is kind of covering that for us these
Right.
days.
See, now I'm going more like, there's a room that's under the basement with
See?
Exactly.
chains and leather,
Right.
whips,
Well,
stuff
okay,
like
we
that.
can stop right there. Thank you,
Thought
Matt.
this was a family
Thank
show.
you, Matt.
Hey, you know,
Moving on.
He didn't
So-
talk about the toilet, which was good.
Okay.
Yes, moving on.
that's definitely the scene of the crime.
Well, there went that resolution. Also on Saturday night, we will have in the theater Bourbon Street Bash, which is the music of New Orleans. So it'll be
Oh,
toe
fun.
tapping, dancing. That'll be a fun show as well.
Yes, for sure.
Then we get to next week. In the middle of the week, not everybody is aware of this, but Arizona Wordsmith is this local group of authors, and this is their open mic night where published authors, novice authors, they come in. If they choose to, they read a passage from their books. They can listen to other people read. So it's an open mic night for prose.
Nice.
You hear poetry, you hear music, you hear comedy open mic nights. This one's a little bit different.
Right.
And that's always the second Wednesday of the month.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
It's a donation based,
Okay.
so if you've got a couple of dollars in your pocket, they'll gratefully accept it. But
Sure.
if you don't let it stop you.
Nice.
Well, then I would tell you about the following weekend, but we've been talking about this
I
for
know,
months.
and if you don't have tickets, it's your own darn fault.
It's true, but the
Yes.
murder mystery dinner sold out about 2 months ago.
Yes.
I do have a waiting list going, and I already have people asking for tickets for the next show, which will be in July.
Okay. Wow, not until July.
That's not that far.
It really is, Liz.
I hope it's far.
Why?
I haven't even thought
Oh,
about my
right.
taxes or moving or anything. Oh,
Right,
no.
you're like, slow down, pump the brakes here.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so the next one will be in July.
Will be in July.
And you'll let us know first
I will.
when the
I
tickets go on
will.
sale. Okay, but this is going to be a ton of fun for those that have the tickets already.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot
Yeah,
of fun.
It's the Ides of March.
Eyes
of March.
Eyes of
Okay,
March.
all right. Super, super fun. And let's wrap up that weekend.
And also on the 14th, we have our Tina Turner tribute coming back, Simply the Best. And there are still tickets.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine
That
there
show
are.
usually sells out by
Yeah.
now, so I don't know how many there are left, but I did check this morning, and there were still tickets available.
Oh my
So
gosh, that's a good one.
I wouldn't wait any longer, unless, of course, you're going to the murder, in which case you've already got a great night planned.
Exactly, exactly. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, more with Liz Rogers from the Elks Theater here in Prescott. Right now, do you need to restore your smile? Well, Pro Solutions Dental Group specializes in expertly crafted crowns and bridges that bring back the function and beauty of your teeth. Whether it's replacing missing teeth or strengthening your bite, their customized solutions are designed to blend seamlessly and stand the test of time. Don't wait to rediscover the confidence of a complete healthy smile. Learn more about their advanced care and personalized approach at PrescottDentist.com. Call Pro Solutions Dental Group at 928-776-1208. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA. We are talking with Liz Rogers, the Marketing and Program Manager at the Prescott Elks Theater and Performing Arts Center. We are now at the weekend of March 21st.
We are indeed, but I thought this show was Leza Live.
Only when I'm not here.
Okay, gotcha. On the 21st, up in the Crystal Hall, it is the second in what we are calling the Brothers series. Folk Sessions is presenting representing Severin Brown. And yes, this is Jackson's little brother.
Okay.
We just had Tom Chapin in, who is Harry Chapin's brother. So this is the second in the Brothers series, and that's on the 21st. There are 2 shows, and because it is the 23rd anniversary of Folk Sessions, prices were slashed.
Oh, wow.
So great tickets, great prices.
Oh, and a great performer, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
If he's anything like his brother.
And then on the 21st in the Historic Theater, we have Bring Back That Lovin' Feelin', which is going to be the Blue-Eyed Soul from the 60s, Righteous Brothers, that type of music.
Nice.
And then upstairs...
Tickets still available for that
Tickets
one?
still available.
Okay.
Still available.
Still available.
See, it was the whole teeth brushing thing. I spent too much time on it this morning. Now, this is a really cool show on March 22nd, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be talking to him
We
as
already
well.
have.
Oh, that's right. Jim was already on.
Yes, Jim was on Monday.
So Howling Coyote's 20th anniversary, and I
Yes.
believe there will be 20 artists performing.
Mm-hmm.
So what a great opportunity to see these local guys that have come up through Prescott and have then gone on to tour. We will, of course, we're actually even expanding our snacks, working with Palatable Persuasions to have some charcuterie boxes available for sale because it's going to be a long concert and people are going to get hungry.
Right. Oh, how fun. Yes. Jim was in on Monday, told us all about it, played some music for us. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah. Absolutely. We've been looking forward to that one. And yes, tickets are still available for that.
Perfect.
And then on the same day, downstairs in the Historic Theater, if you're looking for something a little less Prescott, a little more beach, you've got Wasting Away in Margaritaville, the Jimmy Buffett tribute.
Nice. That I've seen Jimmy Buffett in concert. Always a good time.
Harder to do now.
Well, yes.
Yes. So
I
this
don't
is the next
recommend
best thing.
Yes, absolutely.
And then on Sunday, once a quarter, we put on a free concert called Sundays at the Sundance, completely free to the audience. Of course, we do encourage you to stop by the bar and get something to drink or a snack, but the music is just for the music.
I love
It's
that.
just an opportunity for these local bands to have an environment that's not a bar environment, that's not a street, it's not a club. You're not there for another reason and they're in the background. You are there to hear them, but it's completely
That
free.
is so amazing.
Now, we do recommend reservations because we do only have so much space.
Okay.
Reservations are free. Just go online to the Prescott Elks Theatre, spelled RE.org website, and make your reservations.
That is fantastic. I love that you guys do that for the community and for the musicians.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very cool thing. Do you know who's going to be playing at Sundays at the Sundance?
I do. And if I vamp for just a moment,
No
I'll
worries.
be able to tell you.
Okay, we'll just fill time with a sound effect.
Ooh, I like that. Yes. Oh, my first standing ovation today.
How many of those do you get a day?
Well, depends on what I'm doing.
Wow, I'm impressed. We don't get any of those here.
Well,
You do, I don't.
I
we
don't.
need to change that. So that week's show on the 23rd will feature Mike Lewis and Susan Kelly, Rick Shore, and Christy Fisher.
Fantastic. That's going to be a great afternoon.
Afternoon. Yep. It starts at 3,
3 o'clock.
done by 5. You still have your evening. You have your morning. It's a perfect matinee.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, let's move right along.
Well, the next show I'm going to tell you about, I'm afraid, has been sold out for a
Sold
very
out.
long time, and that is Robert Aragon's tribute to Neil Diamond.
Oh, that's going to be so good. I went to his tribute to Elvis.
He does a great job.
Amazing job. Yes. Okay. And I love Neil Diamond.
Who
but-
doesn't?
Yes.
Who doesn't?
Right, right. You can still see Neil Diamond.
I don't think he's playing anymore.
Okay. All
I think he's got some medical issues that have prevented him from, but he is still recording, I believe.
Okay.
So you can
All
still
right.
listen to him, but I don't think you can see him in
Okay,
concert.
very good. Well, you can see Robert Aragon's take
Exactly.
on Neil Diamond music.
Again, next best thing.
Yeah, next year, because this year they're sold out.
Well, unless you already have tickets.
Right.
Then
Yes, you are right.
on the 29th is an annual presentation done with the Western Heritage Center, and that is the Teddy Roosevelt Show. He does a great talk. The man lives as Teddy Roosevelt. I think every time I've seen him, he's been Teddy Roosevelt.
He looks like him.
I would not recognize him if he wasn't in that
Right,
character,
right.
even though I've met him many times.
Yeah.
Now, for those who hold VIP tickets, then there's a dinner that night. And then
Mm.
he walks around to the tables and you get a nice dinner as well. But I believe the VIP tickets are sold out, although you can still go to the presentation.
Okay, very good. That's on the 29th.
That is on the 29th.
Okay, let's wrap up that weekend.
All right, we're going to wrap up that weekend with the 30th. On Sunday in the Crystal Hall is the Stories That Matter live presentation. We've been doing this now for about a year and a half, and it's live storytelling, and it's an amazing experience because everyone puts down their phone. There's no technology. It is sharing an experience with somebody. These people are telling true personal stories. The theme for this show is through a new lens, or the way they saw something differently.
Interesting.
And we've had the auditions, and these stories are so good.
I bet they are.
Oh, it's going to be a great experience. I was wiping away tears at one of them and laughing out loud at another. So
yes.
it's amazing to see that connection that you get from sitting around and hearing somebody's personal story. And like I said, the phones are all put away. There's no TV. There's no nothing. It's just that connection, and it's a
Right.
great experience, and it's only $12.
Yes, and every time you guys have these stories that matter, everybody raves about them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're interested in hearing stories, and who doesn't? I mean, everybody has a story.
Absolutely.
And I love hearing them. So that's a great one to check out on March 30th in the Crystal Hall at the Prescott Elks Theater. Let's take one more break. Well, not one more. We have two more breaks. But let's
Okay.
take another break.
All right.
And then when we come back, more with Liz Rogers here on Leza Live. So, I love talking about the Artful Eye Jewelers. And, I'm not the only one. Listen to this. They just got back from the IJO Jewelry Show in Palm Springs. And they brought back a ton of new jewelry. So you need to stop in and see sapphires, pink sapphires, emeralds, blue sapphires, yellow and white sapphires. But here's the big story this morning. They won 2 National Design Awards once again. 2 beautiful pieces that they entered into this jewelry contest. A beautiful bracelet with gems that replicate a sunflower, and then a beautiful pendant that you could see at the Artful Eye Jewelers. Amazing jewelry. They are experts at this. The gold bracelet has citrine and brown diamonds in the middle of the sunflower. So beautiful. And then the pendant is 18 karat yellow and white gold, black druzy, green garnet diamond. And national awards from our little town, Prescott, Arizona. Stop in and check out the award-winning designs and designers and let them create something beautiful for you smack dab in the middle of Whiskey Road, downtown Prescott.
Real
Back to Theater Thursday on Leza Live. Liz Rogers from the Prescott Elks Theater in with us, telling us about all the fun events you guys have planned. And now we're in April already.
We are, but I'm only going to talk a little bit about the Elks in
Okay.
April because I got to tell you what's going on at my friends' places
Right,
too.
right.
Theater is back.
Yes.
Spring is here. Theater has sprung.
Love it.
But in April, yes, we do have a couple of really cool events. On the 3rd, we will have Caroline Cotter being presented by Folk Sessions, another beautiful lyricist. That will be in the Crystal Hall. On the 4th, this isn't even on our website yet.
Really?
But Kalina and the Kismet, this is Kalina Martin, local musician, is going to be doing a benefit for Northland Cares.
Oh, wow.
And so we are currently waiting, and we're going to get those tickets up for sale really soon. Inexpensive. Proceeds go to Northland Cares. Of course, you can donate more.
Mm-hmm.
But with all of the concerns right now with federal grants and funding, they need a little bit of help.
Sure,
So
absolutely.
that's what we're here to do.
Okay, great.
Also on the 4th, the Hits of Journey, but sold out.
Sold out. Yeah.
Yep. Can't go to that one.
It happens.
Then on the 5th in the Crystal Hall, we will be bringing back our stand-up comedy show, this time featuring Tom Clark. We haven't had a stand-up show since January,
I
so
know.
we share...
People need a laugh right now.
They do. And
Yes.
we share the comedy with Prescott Valley. If it's going to be strictly family-friendly, we kind of send them over to Prescott Valley, and then we take the naughty ones.
Right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. That makes sense to me.
We've got the liquor license. We need the naughty.
There you go.
Definitely makes me want to go more to the Elks.
Okay.
Right,
Well,
right.
there you
For the
go.
booze.
For the booze.
Right.
And finally, also on April 5th, Class of 75, exactly what it sounds like, music from 1975, and that'll be in the Historic Theater as well.
Fantastic. You guys got to check out the website because that is where you're going to be able to get tickets to these sold-out shows before they sell out.
Before they sell
Yes,
out.
keep your
And
eye out.
I spoke to somebody yesterday who said, I called the number on the website and I was told that I couldn't do something. And I said, that wasn't our website. So there are spoof websites out there. So make sure you're coming to us at Prescott Elks Theater, spelled THEATRE.org. Nowhere else.
You should get both website
With
domains.
ER and
yeah.
RE.
You know, to direct you to the same place.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that probably throws people off every once in a while. Just a suggestion from little old me. What do I know?
Well, a Google search will get you to a spoof site.
See? So you
Yeah,
have to
so
know
you have
the...
to come to us.
Yeah, okay, very good.
I did that with my podcast.
Yeah?
So I have Real Film Nerds, REAL, and Real Film Nerds, REEL. The
Ah.
actual podcast.
See?
So,
Smart.
yep.
There you go.
Okay.
We'll
If
have
it's
to look
available,
into
that's
that.
the hard part. If it's
That's
not
true.
available, people can lock it down forever.
Right.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. They buy it, and then they say, oh, we'll sell it to
Yeah.
you.
For $25,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Someone did that with my name. Yeah, that sucks.
Okay. All right. Man, I had so many good stories this morning. Wow. Thank you for sharing.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm glad. I love it. I love it when you pipe in. Makes me happy.
And Drew's falling asleep. So
Well, that's okay because we've got Liz here and she's carrying the whole show for us
That's
this
it.
morning.
Liz alive.
That's right.
Liz alive. Yep, absolutely.
I did mention Prescott Valley Performing Arts with
Mm-hmm.
the comedy show, and they are doing the Spring Break Theater Camp. This is amazing. I sat down with David Castagnet and Jennifer Gale. They're the ones who are leading it. They're doing an entire show in a week.
Wow.
What's amazing to me is that this is 6 hours a day for spring break for $149.
And what are the ages?
6 to 17, I believe.
That's amazing.
But what a great way
How
to spend a spring
fun.
break. Learn
Yes.
everything about a show. They're going to learn about lighting and costuming and stage direction. And then at the end of the week, they're going to put on a show,
That's
and
great.
tickets are on sale.
Fantastic. People can learn more about that, I'm sure, by going to their website.
And I would tell you about another show that Prescott Valley Performing Arts is going to do, but I can't. So you're going to just have to wait to hear
Okay.
about it. We are waiting to hear about
Waiting.
that show.
I have a feeling that that's a little hint.
That would be a hint, but I can't mention it.
Okay,
So
let's not.
we're
Let's just
going to be
move
waiting.
right along.
It's a
And
big hint.
Of course, if you haven't heard about this one, you're probably either just got to Prescott this morning or you've been living under a rock hiding from the
There-
rest of the world.
there are
because
those.
Fiddler on the Roof at Yavapai College, and there are still tickets
Is that
available.
right?
And they're not that expensive. I went looking.
Okay.
And these guys have been working. They have been in rehearsal since November.
Wow. I mean,
It's going to be an amazing
the
show.
performances at Yavapai College are always top notch. I mean,
Absolutely.
You get your bang for your buck.
And I've got some great friends in the show, so I can't wait to see them.
Nice. Now,
So
when
kill
is
it.
that? When is that show?
So that's going to be the first 2 weekends in April.
Okay,
Yes.
fantastic.
And at the end of March, we have King Lear at the Cosmos Theater. The Cosmos Theater, formerly known as the Prescott Fine Arts, PCA's Studio Theater, the new one, the purple building. It's
Yes.
round. It's now been named the Cosmos Theater.
Okay.
And King Lear will be performed there at the end of March. They are the lead actor for King Lear is Frank Malley, and he was born to play this role, and I don't think he has shaved his beard in 8 months in the hopes of really showing the descent into madness of King Lear. He's quite fuzzy at the moment, but he's an
Nice.
amazing actor. And
That's going to be a great show as well. Let's take one more break.
all righty.
Okay, and then we will wrap up our Theater Thursday with Liz Rogers from the Elks Performing Arts Center and Theater. Kind of messed that up there,
That's
but that's okay. You
one and
know
the
where I'm
same.
talking about. You know what I'm talking about here on Leza Live. Okay, so the weather, you know it. It can change in a heartbeat. Look at it outside. And then yesterday it was just gorgeous. Arizona weather is unpredictable, and that's why you need to trust AC Medic Heating and Air to keep your home comfortable all year long. Locally owned and operated right here in Prescott. They are pros, and they are ready to handle anything. Repairs, installations, tune-ups, maintenance, you name it, they'll take care of it. So don't wait until you're sweating buckets or bundling up inside. Call AC Medic Heating and Air, your trusted first responder for comfort. Give them a call. The number, 928-848-6224. Again, 928-848-6224. Welcome back to Leza Live, and thank you for hanging out with us on the News 103.5 FM KYCA. It's Theater Thursday.
It is.
Liz Rogers is telling us about all the live theater and performances that you can take part in, music. And
I am amazed for a relatively small area how much performing arts there is. If you want to be doing something, it's there to do. Whether it's
Absolutely.
live music, acting, even if you're brand new to it and you've never tried it before, there are groups that will welcome you with open arms. Maybe you have one line.
Right.
So what?
Yeah.
It's a start. Endeavor Theater Company is a great example of that. These Shakespeare shows that they do at the Raven that are free shows for an audience, and doesn't take itself seriously.
Yeah.
If you don't remember your line, who cares?
Right.
Say
Make it
something
up.
else.
And it's just for fun.
It's just for fun.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there are some very serious productions, and they put on
Sure.
amazing shows, which are
Right.
great experiences for the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Those require a time commitment on behalf of the actors. It's a second job for about
Right.
6 weeks.
Yes.
And speaking of, there are auditions this weekend. If you want to be part of a show over at the Hazeltine, Roger Tipping will be directing Murder on the Orient Express, and he will be doing auditions this weekend for shows in April.
Fun.
And then also, and I'm sure Barry will mention this tomorrow, so I'm probably just preempting him
That's
a little bit.
okay.
For International Women's Day, there will be a one-woman presentation at the Hazeltine called Katie's Tales, and that will be Friday and Saturday.
Yes, he mentioned that a couple weeks ago, and that sounds like a wonderful presentation as well.
So much going on
Yes.
this weekend. We're fighting for audience, and what a great thing to fight for.
I know, right? Well, I think that people, they become complacent sometimes. They know it's out there, and they did it, but they don't do it. And so it's great for you to come on and remind people that there is so much
There's
to take
something
part in.
for everybody.
Yes, and there's even free events.
Absolutely.
I mean, gather up the kids and head on out and have some fun and take advantage.
Absolutely.
Yes, because there's always somebody out there that wants to perform for you.
It's true.
Yes.
Those of us that do perform, whether it's singing, playing music, acting, we are so desperate for people to like us. Just come watch me, please. I'll be silly.
We love you, and we're so glad that you're part of the dream team.
I love doing it.
Good.
Love it.
Well, thank you for coming in, Liz.
Absolutely.
And do you have a request for the all request lunch hour on Magic 99.1 coming up at
Ooh,
noon?
What am I in the mood for today? Maybe a little Bowie.
Oh, I love some
Maybe a little
David
Bowie,
Bowie.
yeah.
All right. Anything in particular, or can I just see what we've got?
I would say see what you got, because my favorite Bowie song was not a major release. It
Oh.
was called When I'm 5.
Oh, okay.
And it's about how he wants to marry his mom when he's 5 years old.
Oh, that's so cute.
And it was copywritten to Decca Records,
Yeah.
so which no longer exists. And it even mentions that his name was Jones because he had to change his name from David Jones to David Bowie because of David Jones from the Monkees.
Aha.
And it does mention his grandfather Jones in that song.
I
and
love it.
It's really, really
I'll
cute.
have to Google it just to listen to it.
It's very sweet.
Very nice. Okay, so David Bowie from you. Drew, you got one? He has one for me every day.
Give me a moment.
Okay. I didn't get to your one yesterday.
Okay.
So I know we don't have the Pete Townsend song, but what was the other one? Okay, think about it. Matt, you got a song?
Yeah, I have a list, so I'm glad I wrote these down because I have
good.
nothing on top of my head.
Yeah.
Let's go with Cranberries.
Yes.
Zombie.
You got it. I got that one. If you guys want to hear something special today on Magic 99.1, just give me a call after 12 o'clock, or you can even go to my Facebook page, Leza Live, and message me there, or just send me an email, thelezalive@gmail.com. Super, super easy. Did you remember what it is, Drew?
No, but I came up with Nirvana, Team Spirit.
Oh, I love that one, too. I think I might play Walking in a Winter Wonderland.
If it's snowing still, I
Well,
don't know. I haven't looked outside in a
Okay.
while. We're
If
kinda
it's
trapped.
snowing, I'm going to start the hour with that. Just because it's not a Christmas song. It's just a winter song.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
A snow song.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
That's another good one.
And it's your show, so
I know, but people might change the channel. They're like, what's wrong with Leza today? All right. So Nirvana, Teen Spirit. Fantastic. Again, tell people what the website is for the Elks Theater.
For the Elks, you can find us at www.prescottelkstheater.org. You can also call us or stop by and say hi.
Okay, and be sure you get your tickets from their website because
Absolutely.
third-party websites are going to jack up the price.
And
It's
not sell you
important.
the tickets.
That's right. All right, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow for Free Food for Us Friday and a movie review. Until then, have a great day.